Brawls, booze, and Botox. It's all part of the hilarious new parody, the Realish Housewives of Tampa Bay, now playing at the Jaeb Theatre. Here today are the cast members, Lauren McLean and Jackson Evans. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, and now I gotta say, I need to stress South Tampa. Where do we start? I mean, everybody's familiar with the Housewives and the drama that those shows kind of tend to show, but I mean, you're breaking it down for the theater and putting a South Tampa twist?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. The idea that that's where the affluent people live. So we come to all these towns and we find out secrets, you know, as we customize the show in that way. So we heard some secrets about South Tampa, and that's who we skewer a little bit and have fun with. So it's been great.
So Jackson, I got to ask, what are some of those secrets? What are some of those things that you heard that helped steer your play?
Well, it took me a little bit by surprise. At one point, I play Randy Bowen, which is our not very veiled reference to Andy Cohen of Bravo fame. But I also get to play a lot of other characters too. Like once I get to play a hot yoga instructor, and he works at Evolution Yoga, not evolution, which I initially thought it was, but evolution, which I don't even know what that word means. But I think it's in South Tampa.
But he's a very hot yoga instructor.
God bless.
Yes.
So you guys are a traveling theater production, 6 other cast members, correct?
Six total.
Six total. Okay. So with your group, how early do you have to go into these cities to kind of learn about them before you can get up on the stage and have fun with the crowds?
Sometimes it's shocking that our references come a couple days before we get there, so we really have to memorize and plug in. I'm usually backstage. You have a lot of references, and I do too. So I'm usually backstage looking at what's the newspaper here? Oh yeah, and what's that famous bridge? And you know, those sorts of things. So it takes a little while. We were just in Denver for 3 weeks, which was lovely because we didn't have to cram our brains after a while. We're just very familiar with Denver and getting more and more familiar as we were there. So this is a quick stop for us, but we've gotten some good references, and they're going to be in our memories until Monday morning when we leave.
And then they kind of go, I would say, quick stop. What's a quick stop?
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
So we're just Tuesday through Sunday here at the Jaeb Theatre, and it's been great thus far. The audiences have been awesome.
I would say, how have the crowds been? How do they interact with you?
Well, we like to encourage drinking in our play. So obviously, if you're going to come see our show, have a few drinks beforehand. That's fine. But by the end of the show, some of these ladies have enjoyed themselves.
Last night in particular, we had a lot of, I'll help, I'll come up. Yeah, we had a lot of volunteers.
Yes.
One of our volunteers was named Buddha. That was his real nickname. So we speak to the audience a couple times during the show. Sometimes they speak to us more than we'd like. But we were talking to them, and one of the guys said his nickname was Buddha. So that was fun for us to play with.
He was Buddha throughout the entire play. Yeah. We referenced him many times.
Yeah, it was fun.
So safe to say, this is more of an improv Mad Lib, or is it still have like the running storyline?
We definitely have a script, but there's a lot of really great opportunities that we get, like she was saying, that we get to sort of improvise with the audience, and every once in a while, and every show is different. So like the show is different in Denver, but not only is our show different every night, because the audience is different every night, and we get to get a lot of wonderful gems from them every night.
Yeah.
And being able to travel as an actor, of course, we actually had the guys of Jersey Boys on yesterday.
Yes.
And so they,
we don't sing quite as much.
Well, they have been, working with one show for years, where your show changes. How satisfying, or what challenges does that present as an actor?
I think it's exciting to have changes, because after a certain amount of time, it is sort of, you don't have to worry as much. It's still always fun, but the excitement does come from what in the world are they going to say tonight? Because it just feeds us. We can play with them. So
and we really get to learn about whatever city we're in. Like I learned a lot about Tampa this week, and hopefully I'll say the right city name in tonight's show.
Yeah, we had a couple mistakes creep in. Not Jackson. But
no, never me. Not unless you're going to give me that mojito.
Sometimes
then it's
just two mojitos.
Two mojitos, please.
Right this way.
Thank you.
Well, you guys have just been a treat here on the show.
Thanks.
I cannot wait to see you up on stage. I think it's going to be amazing. And again, I got to say, what can fans expect? Lots of drama, I would say, lots of laughs.
Maybe some cat fights.
Drinking.
Randy Bowen really likes to stir the pot, so I try to get these ladies to fight and say horrible things about each other behind each other's back.
He creates good drama for us.
Well, you can catch the drama from the Realish Housewives of South South Tampa through this Sunday at the Jaeb Theatre at the Straz. For tickets, call the number on your screen or just go to strazcenter.org.